Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about the best of drugstore products from your face to your eyes, whatever. So I'm going to start off with my favorite foundations. Recently I've been loving the L'Oreal Pro Glow foundation. I'm in the shade 204 Natural Buff. And what I really like about this foundation is it's not that expensive and it just makes your skin look glowy and refreshed, and it's very good for like the summertime when your face normally gets dry and other things like that. And then I also have been loving the Wet n Wild Photo Focus foundation in cream beige. I just love how this foundation sets in your skin. It doesn't look like it's just sitting on top of your skin. It really sinks in. For concealers, I have 3. So I have the NYX HD Studio Photogenic Concealer. What I like about this is it's really full coverage for a drugstore concealer. However, in photographs, you get like the white flashback in your picture. So I'll recommend this for flash photography or anything like that for prom. But on a day-to-day basis, it's a pretty good concealer. I also have Maybelline New Instant Age Rewind Concealer. I like the applicator a lot. It's just really easy to get under your eyes and it's full coverage as well. And then the last one I have is the Maybelline Fit Me, of course. And I feel like this is similar, if I can talk, similar to like the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer, like same consistency. And honestly, I feel like you get more product with this. I don't have any primers. I haven't really tried any. I tried a NYX one, but I don't have it on hand. For like putting on your foundation, I have 2 sponges. They're both the I don't know the name of these. I'll put it in the comments below. Or for other face products, I only have 2 like face powders. Of course, the Coty Airspun, and this is just really good for keeping my skin matte. I mean, it kind of smells funny, but for the most part, like for a cheap drugstore powder, it works really well, and the smell doesn't really bother me either. And I also have the original RCMA No Color powder. You can't find this at the drugstore, but it's very inexpensive and you just order it online. So I think it's like $12. And you get a lot of product in here. It's really good for like baking under the eyes, under your contour, things like that. For bronzers, I have 2. I have this Milani Baked bronzer, and I love anything Milani, like lipsticks, blushes, like all of it, lipsticks. The only downside of this bronzer is if you don't like bronzers with like shimmer inside of them, I don't know if you can tell, you might not like this, but I feel like if you already have glowy skin and you apply like a shimmer bronzer on top of whatever contour you did, I feel like it really warms up the skin. Then I also have the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. This is just a really cool toned bronzer, so if you like that instead of like the orange tones, that's the way to go. It's fairly inexpensive. It's at all drugstores, and you can't go wrong with the smell of this. Like, when I discovered it, I was hooked. For blushes, I have a few. The Milani one. This is in Luminoso, like everyone's favorite. It's just a really pretty peachy pink color. It's not too harsh on the cheeks, so it's not like blowing you away, because I don't really like a harsh blush. I have multiple different shades, but I've never really purchased any besides this one. I have the Essence Silky Touch Blush, which I just purchased today. I heard a lot of YouTubers raving about it, and it's just also like a very subtle blush, which I like, and this is literally $3 at Ulta, so I feel like you can't go wrong with that either. Another favorite of mine is the e.l.f. blush. This was only a few dollars too. It's kind of a more soft pink color, and it's very light on the face. It's just, for the price, I mean, why not have it in my collection, because it's such a beautiful color. for my last blush, I have the Wet n Wild Color Icon blush. They have like 3 or 4 shades of this color, but I picked a more like nude one. And I think this was only like $3 too or something like that. And I just really love nude blushes, and once I found these, like, I was really hooked on it. Like, I might have to go purchase more. Moving on to highlights. Going along with like Wet n Wild, I have this illuminating palette, and you get like 2 shades in the middle as a blush, and then you get 2 on the outside are highlights. And honestly, this is really good for on the go, and you get so much product in this. A lot of people don't know about this highlighter, like the Revolution Strobe highlighter. They have a few different shades. I just picked like the white one, and this is literally $5. And what I like to do best with this is put it on top of like a liquid highlighter, and then if you put this on top, it just kind of like brightens it up, because like by itself it's not a very bright highlighter, but if you like subtle highlights, it'll be pretty good for you. Another one of my favorite products is the Physicians Formula. These are like the highlighting strips. You get like some bronzy highlights and some other highlights. I really liked this when my skin tone was a little bit more fair, but as I've gotten tanner, it hasn't really shown up as well on my skin. But if you have very medium to fair skin, this is a very pretty. Last but not least, for highlighters, I have this Wet n Wild Mega Stick Highlight. You wouldn't believe how pretty this is on the skin. Like, you wouldn't think it's that pigmented, but once you put it down, and especially if you put a powder highlight on top, it's beautiful. And I'm pretty sure this was only $5. For eyebrows, I only have one product. It's the e.l.f. eyebrow pencil. This is $2, and I recently ran out of my Anastasia Beverly Hills brow wiz, so I decided, hey, I'll just go to Drugstore and get like a cheaper one until I get money in the bank. And I just love it. Like, it works very similar. The only thing is, at the end, when you start getting towards the end, it's not as small and precise as it was when you first buy it, so you have to kind of work with it a little bit. With the brow wiz, it seems to have like a small little point the entire way, which I like a lot better. But $2 versus $20, I just shot that across the room. $2 versus $20, I feel like that's a good deal. Other eye products that I have go with mascaras. So I used to be in love with this Mega Plush Volume Express mascara. This is the only thing I used like throughout junior high. Like, I don't know why. It has a really big like brush, but I've always had long eyelashes, so it just really made them look full. My favorite is actually the Maybelline Lash Sensational mascara, and I usually get it in a jet black, and it's waterproof because it helps keep the curl of my eyelashes. And then I always use my Revlon eyelash curler from the drugstore. Literally any like eyelash curler from the drugstore. You just have to try them out to see what works best for your eyelashes. Other eye products, these Wet n Wild Color Icon glitters. You'd think that would just be like a layer of glitter and like petroleum jelly underneath, but you actually do get a lot of glitter, and it's very pigmented. You can build them up. These are literally 99 cents. So I have like a gold shade, a purple shade, and I have like a white silver shade. Going on with the glitter, I have 2 NYX Face and Body glitters. I have silver and gold. These are both $6. I bought them from Ulta. You get so much product in these, and they're really good if you have like a sticky primer like the glitter glue. There's a NYX one, there's a Too Faced one, and put it underneath, and they stay really. For eyeliner, my favorite one when I used to wear eyeliner all the time was the L'Oreal Telescopic Liquid Eyeliner. I need to get a new one because this one's kind of getting old, but I used to be able to make super easy wings daily when I did it like every day. It just makes a nice fine line, and it's a really like jet black, not watery, especially when you get like a brand new one. I just really like it because I'm not really good with pencil or gel eyeliners. Liquid eyeliner is the way for me to go. For like facial sprays, I mean, you can use these to prep and prime, but I have the Mario Badescu facial sprays, one with the aloe, cucumber, and green tea, and the one with the rosewater herbs and aloe as well. So these two are both really refreshing. Sometimes I like to use them before I prime my face for foundation, and other times I like to set my makeup with them because it just makes it feel like it's all set together. I know you can't find these at the drugstore, but they are $7 each at Ulta or places like that. So I mean, I feel like they're worth it in their drugstore. For palettes, I don't have too many because I usually buy high-end face palettes and or eyeshadow palettes. So I have this Wild and Radiant Baked Illuminating Bronzing palette, and you get 4 shades of like bronzing and highlighting, and you get like a mirror inside. This was only a few dollars too. The colors are really pigmented and it just looks very pretty on dewy skin. And I also recently purchased this today, the BH Cosmetics. You get like Carly something, I don't know. You get this like palette and it has all of these shades in here. There's like 4 highlighting bronzing shades, and then the rest you get are eyeshadows. I haven't tried this out yet, so I'm really hoping I'm not disappointed with like how pigmented they are, but I was really excited about it. I heard people like raving about it and like other products from BH Cosmetics, because I mean you get a lot for a discounted price. And like my last product I'm going to mention is this Morphe palette that I have, and I think it's the 35T. So I really like this palette for fall. It has a lot of mauve and gold tones, and I really like this because you just get a lot of variety. And I know Morphe is not at the drugstore, but I consider a drugstore price because you get a lot of shades for only like $20 at the most, maybe $25, and I feel like that's a pretty good price for the amount you get. So thanks for watching. If you have any other video ideas, link them or comment down below, and subscribe to my channel. Bye guys.